Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara, CPA, coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, for another amazing episode of How to Win at Business. And tonight we are going through some of the topics that I'm going to be covering in tomorrow's workshop. I'm really excited about this. My team has done another amazing job. I just show up and I talk. They tell me what to talk about. And it's working really good. If you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Only because my friend Haley Gray said that I should do that, and I do. I try to do what I'm told to do by people that know stuff, that know more about stuff than I do. And Haley knows a lot of stuff about stuff I need to know that I don't know. And it's the same thing with business people. And that's what I talk about. I talk about stuff that most business owners may not know about, because you're not going to know about it until you've encountered it. And if you're a new business owner, a lot of this stuff is new to you. And if you are a new business owner, I'm praying for you, because you probably are starting to realize that it's not easy. It's not easy. It's more complicated than it's ever been before, and that's sort of a good thing. Part of the complication is because of the technology and the fact that everything goes in lightning speed, and we have so many different platforms, and it's so inexpensive, and information is at our fingertips, and that can become a ball of confusion for people, especially people that are just going into business, and it's like dipping your toe in the pond to see, and it feels nice and warm, but then when you go in there, you find out that it's infested with sharks. and what I do as a CPA is I protect my clients from the sharks and from themselves, because let's face it, I'm guilty of this as a business owner. I make stupid decisions. I make bad decisions. That's why I try to minimize them. I know I'm going to make the wrong decisions, and I try to minimize them, if that makes sense. Okay, because when we do stuff like marketing, every time you do a marketing campaign, you're taking a chance, unless you've done it 100 times and you know the numbers and you know exactly how it's going to pan out. If you're doing something new, there is no track record. I never did the webinar the workshop I'm doing tomorrow. I've never done before. It's all new content. The last one was a smashing success. I mean, and what I mean by that is people learn stuff. They came back to me and then they told me that they got valuable information, and that's what's important. Yeah, I got clients from it. I hope to get clients from this next one. But that's a result. Getting clients from doing campaigns like this, workshops, anytime you're giving out information, getting clients to me is always a result. And the result is you get the clients when you give valuable, useful information. And that's what I want to do tomorrow. I put the link for the workshop in the chat. If you ever want to chat with me about some of these topics, you can always reach me by going to Time with Joe. A lot of people have taken me up on it. I really appreciate it. And it's not, to chat with me so that I can land you as a client. I'm not going to pitch you. I really just want to be here to answer your questions. And I'm going to tell you what some of the questions might be by showing you some of the slides that we're going to go through tomorrow at 3 p.m. The workshop starts at 3 p.m. and I'll probably spend 2 hours going through the slides, and I'll stop for questions, but the last time we had over an hour of questions. So hopefully, there'll be a bunch of questions that I can answer for people. I like when people try to stump me. I don't know if I've been stumped before, but you can try. So let's go through some of these slides that I'm really excited to share with you tomorrow. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to cover tax credits. And I'll tell you why. Tax credits are things that, big businesses get all the time. They have staffs, they have accountants, they have lawyers, and they know how to read the tax code and spin it in their client's favor. Well, so can we. And this is one form. There's a ton of credits that are available to small business owners, and they flow through this form 3800, which really means nothing to you. I understand that. But tomorrow I'm going to go through all of the details, all of the different types of credits that you may be qualified for. For instance, imagine if you took time off of work and you actually got a tax credit for that. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about that. Now, this is a great one. My friend John Limbacher is going to come on and talk about this. Now, the disabled access credit was really intended, in my mind, for businesses like restaurants, and they put in a ramp for wheelchair access. So they make it easier for people with disabilities to get access to the business. So that's what the credit is. And you can get up to $5,000. You get 50% of whatever you spent. So if you spend $10,000 on making your business disabled access, you can get a credit. Well, John designs websites, and part of what he does, part of his package, is that he makes his clients' websites accessible to disabled people. Now, we put our heads together and he said, is this a real credit? Because I am giving them credit. Yes, John, it is a valid tax credit. And we're going to be talking about how, and not for nothing, folks, but you should make your website accessible to disabled people. Increasing research activities. This used to be called the R&D credit, research and development. So in my company, Bedrock, we actually have a software developer that is creating a program that qualifies for this credit. So Bedrock Business Builders is going to be getting a credit for, and I pretty much knew this. I knew that it was available. It doesn't always apply, but you got to look at your business, what you're doing, and try to figure out what you qualify for. Now, I'm also going to be talking about amended returns, which I don't hear people talk about ever. And the reason is because let's say you qualify for one of those credits. Let's say you did make your website disabled access, or you even did something in your building or your office so you could go back up to 3 years and claim those credits. And I think that's pretty amazing. And I think that I'm sharing. Okay, yeah, that's weird. That's another thing with technology, I guess. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about amended returns, how you can do them, why you would do them. Now, tonight, I didn't spend any time on what I wanted to, what I planned on, because this just came up today, folks, with a bunch of people that have not gotten their stimulus checks, haven't gotten their refunds, some really strange situations that I'm going to share with you. And these slides are actually a little bit out of order because I'm going to show you what the IRS is saying is basically, I have never seen an organization do this. They're saying that There's problems with the mail. I've been saying that for months. There's problems with the mail. So if they're sending you a check, there's problems with the mail. They are also saying don't file a second tax return because a lot of people have to get refunded because they pay taxes on the unemployment. And it just, listen, folks, here's the problem. The IRS is broken. And that's what we're going to talk about, because look at here. Don't file a second return or call the IRS. The IRS is literally telling you, do not call us. Now, taxpayers have rights, and there is an office called, it's supposed to be separate from the IRS. They're supposed to basically keep the IRS in check. It's called the Taxpayer Advocate Service. And what they're saying, folks, is basically, don't bother us. So, you know, it's really frustrating. They're telling you don't call, don't write. But what I'm going to tell you is I don't care what they say. I don't care if they say don't call. I don't care if they say don't write. We are going to keep calling. We're going to keep writing. We're going to keep filing hardship cases, and we're going to get through to them, whether they like it or not. And if I could find my place here. That's my story, folks, and I'm sticking with it. I will always stick with it. I've been doing this for a long time, and I feel like more than ever, like I'm at war with the machine, Okay, it's not just the IRS. I feel for the people that work at the IRS. But we are, if you're running a small business, if you're thinking about starting a small business, you're going to have to deal with the machine. And the machine is big business, insurance companies, banks, anybody that is out there trying to do business. Okay, small business owners are at a great disadvantage. Okay, and we are trying to level the playing field. So that's my story, folks. I hope to see you tomorrow at the webinar. If not, you can always reach out to me. Like I said, you can always go to timewithjoe.com, and I'd be more than happy to spend 15, 20 minutes with you and hopefully resolve the problem. God bless. Over and out. Thank you.